All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We're back with another video. I'm back with something a little different to this time. My finds at a library book sale. I've done this occasionally. This is with the Friends of St. Mary's Public Library, a town close to where I live. Each year, the Friends of the Library hold a book sale. Now, unfortunately, this one they didn't have any vinyl, and in the past they've had some vinyl, kind of limited, but this time it was quite a good selection of CDs, and I did manage to pick up a fair number of rock biographies or autobiographies, so I was pretty pleased with that. So we'll get to that, and I'm wearing a t-shirt of a local band, The Upside of Maybe. They kind of are a nice rock and good time band, and they are back to performing again this summer, so I think you can find this stuff on Spotify or on your favorite streaming service as well, so you can check them out, and they're from the Stratford area. Okay, so let's get to it. First off, again, a number of interesting biographies or autobiographies, and I've got a big shopping bag full of CDs and books, and I'll just go through them quickly. What's really nice for this particular library sale is that it's pay by donation, so that's pretty nice. Okay, I picked this up. I thought, boy, I cannot let this one go by. This is one of those just many Beatle fan books printed in the 60s. This one, 1964 Lancer Special, the Beatle book, and on the back, as you can see, and it's in generally nice condition from 1964. And again, it's going to be difficult to show you because it's a paperback, so I don't want to have the pages start ripping out. But it's just spotlights on each of the Beatles and lots of, it's all black and white photos. These kind of, inexpensive, paperback books that came out in the 60s and 70s, which I still think there's kind of a market for this stuff. And even Beatles have to get haircuts. There you go. And on the back, this is suitable for cutting each of these out and either pinning it on your wall or whatever you want to do with it. So yeah, I couldn't let this one pass me by. I was pretty happy to pick that one up. Okay, so lots of biographies or autobiographies. Eric Clapton, the autobiography. I was happy to pick that up. My grandfather clock in the background. Fortunate Son, John Fogerty. My Life, My Music. So happy to come across that one. Jimi Hendrix, Starting at Zero, His Own Story. And yeah, this one looks good. I was not familiar with this book, and there's some great photos. I don't know if I'll be able to find anything in terms of any photos to show you. They're really sort of dispersed through the book, and it's actually not a lot of photos. It's kind of drawings and things like that, like artist renderings. I can't really find anything to show you, but that will be an interesting read for sure. So look forward to that. How about Neil Young's biography, Shaky? And yeah, as you can tell, sort of the library copy with lots of tape on the side. Nice thick one here, so it's going to keep me busy for a little bit. And finally, Greg Allman, My Cross to Bear. And yeah, lots of great photos in this. A lot of the, certainly from the early days, the Allman Brothers. So yeah, looking forward to that. So I was really happy to come across those. Okay, let's take a look at some of the stuff that I have picked up at the book sale in terms of CDs. Now, again, some of the CDs, the cases get a little bit banged up and whatnot. I may have to replace this case, but some of these are typical CDs I would pick up. But again, it was kind of a pay-by-donation sort of thing. Certainly my family is big fans of the show Hamilton, and so I was very surprised to see this double CD available. Hamilton, of course, the huge American musicals, so happy to pick that up. Again, these are obviously library copies that have been discontinued, that sort of thing. So again, this one's kind of banged up, but it's got like the discs and all the stuff inside. Okay, here's what else I picked up. Maybe I'll just move the bag up here a little bit. Okay, so Leonard Cohen, Popular Dreams. Again, unfortunately, it's got like, some stickers and things like that. But again, this is, pay by donation. What are you going to do? Great Canadian band, Bedouin Sound Clash, and this is Street Gospels. And they had that kind of reggae tinged sound. on this one, Walls Fall Down was a massive hit, so I haven't actually heard the album, so I'm really looking forward to that Bedouin Sound Clash. There you go. Again, with library copies, some of them, are in different cases, and then they've taken out either the booklet or reconfigured it. Sometimes like this would not be the original case for it, but Radiohead in Rainbows. Harry Connick Jr. This was a Harry Connick Jr. album I was not aware of. Smokey Mary. I cannot believe how many Harry Connick Jr. Albums are out there for sure. Randy Bachman by George by Bachman. So this is a tribute to George Harrison. Again, not in the original outer case, but there you have it. Natalie Mcmaster. This was a nice find. Natalie Mcmaster is a fiddle player, very Celtic influenced music. Again, very East Coast music. So this is going to be a fun double disc to listen to. Natalie Mcmaster, The Collection. She often performs with East Coast bands, that sort of thing too. Here's a nice little find. Paul McCartney, All My Trials. I don't know much about this, but it's got All My Trials, Sea Moon, Mull of Kintyre, and Put It There. And this is with that configuration of the band. So, kind of I don't know if this is just a sort of a CD EP or kind of a promo copy thing. So there you go. And I don't know if these are like Mull of Kintyre included on this with this band. I don't know if it's a live recording or not. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I thought that's an interesting find. Okay, so yeah, just more, lots more stuff. The Rankin Family, speaking of great East Coast bands, the Rankin Family and These Are the Moments. Was not even familiar with this disc. Incredible harmonies that you can only get in a family band or the family dynamic. So looking forward to that. Paul McCartney, Wings and Wildlife, and this is a UK copy because of £7.99, and this features 3 bonus tracks. If you can see that there, so that was interesting to see. Gino Vanelli, a great Canadian singer, and this is more of his sort of traditional or world music, if you will, the album Canto. Oh, yeah, I guess I should have shown the inside of that. There we go. This is an interesting CD. This is David Bowie, Under the Covers. So this is Left Field Media. So this is not clearly an official Bowie release, but this is songs he didn't write. Under the Covers, songs he didn't write. So these are primarily FM radio broadcasts, and I think a few were from Montreal. So here is the listing. So you got, Can't Explain, Alabama Song, I Got You, Babe, of Laurie. Wow. So hopefully, again, it's FM radio broadcast, but hopefully the quality won't be too bad. But that will be interesting. Picked up the double disc of Cats. Just a few more on my listing here. We've got Red Hot Chili Peppers' Greatest Hits. Of course, Red Hot Chili Peppers back. Everybody raving about the new album. And funny, I haven't had a chance to listen to it. I haven't had a chance to listen to the new Tears for Fears album for some reason as well. Stompin' Tom Connors, a great Canadian alternative country or almost country punk back in the day, if you will, with a lot of humor. Stompin' Tom Connors on Tragedy Trail. Blue Rodeo, again, this is not the proper original outer case, but this is a wonderful Blue Rodeo. Blue Rodeo, again, kind of alt country or country rock, if you will, a Canadian band. This is their lovely Christmas album, Merry Christmas to You. And, there's covers on here, but you got to check out their cover of the Paul Simon song that's on here. And what is the title of that track? And it's Getting Ready for Christmas. Their cover is fantastic. I'm sure you can find it streaming and online, whatever, but check out their cover of Paul Simon's Getting Ready for Christmas. Terrific. Ry Cooder album I was not even aware of. This is Ry Cooder. Pull up some dust and sit down. We will, for sure. I don't know if that's that. And this was part of the Canada when the country turned 150. They had released a few CDs spotlighting older artists and newer artists. This one is classic Canadian stuff because you got Bryan Adams, Tom Cochrane, Shania Twain, Nelly Furtado, the band, BTO, Rush, Nickelback, Robbie Robertson, Nick Gilder, and Glass Tiger featured on this one. So this, as I said, to celebrate Canada's 150, they had released through Universal a number of CDs like that. Jeff Healey. This is when Jeff Healey was on Stony Plain Records and doing completely different music. He really had wanted to get away from the rock or heavy blues rock he was doing and explore also his trumpet playing and explore early jazz and his absolute love of jazz. He had one time had an amazing jazz record collection. So this on Stony Plain, Last Call. So really happy to find that one. Okay, just a few more. Area artist Alison Lupton. This is Fly Like Swallows. Again, also very sort of Celtic influenced as well. So happy to hear that. Joe Jackson, the Duke, was not familiar with this album at all. So this is Joe Jackson spotlighting Duke Ellington. So this is a melodic and rhythmic interpretation of 15 Duke Ellington classics from Joe Jackson with guest appearances by Iggy Pop, along with Sharon Jones, Questlove, and Steve Vai. So wow. Again, I don't think it's in the original case, but there you have it. Okay, just a few more. Emmy Lou Harris, All I Intended to Be. I just now, if I see an Emmy Lou Harris, I'm going to pick it up for sure. I just couldn't let this go by. How about that? Salvador Dali, music inspired by the life of Salvador Dali. Don't know anything about this or even a lot of these artists, so I thought, well, that's going to be interesting. Hey, I was surprised to see a Tom Waits CD. So this is Tom Waits and Bad As Me. Again, not familiar with this one. Like that. Okay, we've got Foreigner. This was when they were with the Symphony Orchestra. Foreigner with the 21st Century Symphony Orchestra and Chorus, covering or doing a lot of their hits in a different style. And last but not least, how about Leonard Cohen, I'm Your Man, music from the motion picture soundtrack. So this is covers of Leonard Cohen featuring Kate and Anna McCarrigal. You've also got Rufus Wainwright on here, Nick Cave, Leonard Cohen with U2, and Nick Cave on for a couple of tracks. Martha Wainwright. Don't know if you can see that there with the glare. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I think, nope. I think there's one more in the bag here, and last but not least, the best of James Bond. So this is just a single CD compilation, but it's not a bad track listing in terms of just the James Bond title tracks from the movies right up to Another Way to Die. So yeah, not bad. 50th anniversary collection, the best of James Bond. Okay, I think that's that's everything. So there you go, as the CDs are piling up in front of the camera here. So again, thanks so much for dropping by. Do take care. We'll chat again. Bye bye.